Apple is reportedly working on a new version of the iPhone SE. While some of you might need to buy a new phone in the near future, others might want to hold off and wait for the rumored iPhone SE 3. While a lot of Apple rumors have centered around the iPhone 14, we've seen reports highlight potential changes coming to Apple's budget iPhone model. According to respected analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, Apple will release a new iPhone SE model with some notable changes. He believes Apple will release the iPhone SE 3 in early to mid-2022. Apple has twice used its March launch window to deploy a new iPhone SE, so we could see the new iPhone SE launch in the next couple of months. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman also said that he expects Apple to release a new iPhone SE in 2022. And in this video, I'm going to discuss and guide you on whether you should wait for the iPhone SE 3. So here are 2 reasons why you should wait and 4 reasons why it's probably not worth the wait to buy the iPhone SE 3. Reason number 1 why you should wait is 5G connectivity. The current iPhone SE models are stuck on LTE, but that will probably change in the future. Apple brought 5G connectivity to the iPhone in 2020. The iPhone 12 models were the first iPhones with 5G connectivity. Going forward, 5G will be the standard, and that means we should see 5G make its way to Apple's budget model. In fact, iPhone SE 3 rumors have already hinted at 5G support. Ming-Chi Kuo also believes that the iPhone SE will get 5G support in 2022. DigiTimes also believes that iPhone SE 3 will come with support for 5G networks, and Mark Gurman is also expecting the same. Second reason is wait for better upcoming improvements. Apple always makes year-to-year tweaks to its iPhone, so you can expect the next generation iPhone SE to come with some improvements. According to Ming-Chi Kuo, Apple will release a new iPhone SE model with a full screen display but no Face ID, which means it will have a smaller notch. Kuo claims Apple will build Touch ID into the side button for easy use. This makes sense given that Apple implemented this very thing into the iPad Air 4. Analyst Ross Young also believes Apple will continue to use Touch ID rather than Face ID. A report out of China says Face ID hasn't been ruled out, but that fingerprint sensor on the side button is also a possibility. You can always expect under the hood improvements like a new processor, which means better battery life and overall speed. Kuo says it will have a faster chip on board. He also thinks it will have 3 gigs of RAM. DigiTimes says the iPhone SE 3's processor will be Apple's A14 Bionic chip, but I think a more realistic approach would be the A15 chip, which is the same chip that debuted inside the iPhone 13 series. This makes more sense considering that the iPhone SE 2 in 2020 came out with the same chip that the iPhone 12 had at the time. We could also see tweaks to the camera experience. Ross Young thinks that the iPhone SE 3 will come with a dual camera setup that's similar to the iPhone 11. So if the current iPhone SE isn't enough for your needs and you don't want to buy an older or more expensive version of the iPhone, you might want to sit back and wait. Now, the first reason as to why you probably should not wait is don't wait if you want a bigger display. At one point, it looked like Apple would launch 2 versions of the iPhone SE, the 4.7-inch model that's currently on shelves and the larger model with a 5.5-inch display. Obviously, that didn't pan out, and while we've heard rumors about a larger iPhone SE, we may not see one at least this year. According to Ming-Chi Kuo, Apple is working on an iPhone SE Plus that will come with a 5.5-inch or 6.1-inch display. This would put its screen size somewhere between the iPhone 8 Plus and the iPhone 11. Kuo believes that a larger iPhone SE model is due out in 2023. Another leaker says that this model has been pushed into 2024. iOS 14 code also points out the existence of a larger iPhone SE Plus. We've also heard that Apple might keep the 4.7-inch size around. Ross Young claims that the next LCD iPhone SE will remain at 4.7 inches in 2022. Another reason why you should probably not wait is that all of this are still rumors. If you don't care about having the latest specs and software features and simply want a cheap and solid experience paired with the 4-inch iPhone display, you might just want to go ahead and pick up the iPhone SE right now. The iPhone SE is getting older, but it's a very capable phone, and it also is much cheaper than it used to be. There's also plenty of competition on the Android side of things. The Galaxy S10, Galaxy S10 Plus, Galaxy S9 are excellent devices and you don't have to pay top dollar for them. There are also a ton of cheap, smaller screen Android phones like Google Pixel, Sony Xperia Z, Moto E4. Before you commit to waiting for a phone that may or may not exist, make sure you dig into the iPhone SE 3 alternatives. And the final reason why you probably should not wait is that you may not get the latest specs out of the iPhone SE 3. This almost goes without saying, but we'll mention it anyway. If you want the best best hardware from Apple, you'll probably want to go with something other than the iPhone SE. The iPhone SE 2 is good enough for a lot of people, but it doesn't have the same kind of firepower as the iPhone 13 or iPhone 12 series. If you want the best cameras, the most storage, Face ID, and the best software experience, you'll want to go with the more expensive iPhone model. So anyways guys, that is it. Just a quick video discussing why you should and probably why you shouldn't wait for the iPhone SE 3. We are most likely going to be seeing that in the next couple of months. So let's see what Apple has in store. And honestly, I'm excited myself because I am looking to buy a pocket-friendly iPhone. So most likely the iPhone SE will be the way to go for me as well. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you once again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.